Welcome, one and all, for what promises to be a regular Blood Bowl bruiser. So, lock up the wife and kids, take a six-pack out of the fridge, and settle down into your favorite chair for some feisty entertainment.
A true sport for true men. When a guy goes down in Blood Bowl, you don't expect him to be getting back up.
Pouring rain.
Yep, looks like we got some heavy rain coming in, Jim.
True, Bob. That'll make the ball slippery and difficult to handle. Tricky. The player gets hold of the ball. Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family. Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the motley horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week. In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
She sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball. In the early days, the war dancers were considered more like cheerleaders than real players.
The match between the Athlone Avengers and Auckland Raiders changed all that. The Orcs, who were tired of the rituals, rushed at the Elven war dancers, who without batting an eyelid kept on dancing, but still managed to send 7 Raider players to hospital.
And since then, every team wants one. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge. It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
Someone has just passed me some surprising news. Jordell Freshbreeze has just been intercepted by a dwarf. What? Oh, sorry. I got the 2 lines mixed up.
That did sound a little unbelievable.
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
Apparently, they tried to catch the ball and stand on it at the same time.
And failed at both. I think she's singing him a lullaby.
Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving BloodBowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously. Good recovery. The defender was made to look stupid there.
That left his hands like a cannon.
Jim, too true. There's some heavy artillery.
the heroes of law these days?
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. What finish, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow!
That's one regulation clobbering.
Well, this player slips between the other one's hands.
Yes, they were
Touchdown! Well, let's hope it's the first of many.
A recent medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent. Here we go again for another bloodbath.
Guess I can get their game going again.
Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry. I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face. Oh, the Amazons!
Yes, Jim. Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob, I just wish there were more women like that.
Don't we all, Jim? Don't we all? play with the ball. They've been training well.
Nice flying pass. Bravo!
The other day, someone told me that the equivalent of 60 Blood Bowl pitchers are cut down in the Elven Forest every minute.
Totally crazy. The environmental impact of the sport is obviously an issue these days.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face. Down and eat the dust. It's good for you. Nice left punch. Right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now. Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
She's got the ball.
Another sports accident.
Rest in peace.
Side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Typical of the referee. The players just get warmed up and he brings them off the field.
I reckon that several players will appreciate a few minutes rest. And halftime interval comes to a close.
And the players trot back onto the pitch after a well-deserved vitamin cocktail.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules? The players are ready. You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal.
right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen. That's the sort of technical error that can cost you the game. That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh, yeah. You kneecapped him. Do you remember Eldril Sideway?
Oh, of course. He's the only elf freelance who offers his service to every elven race. Oh, he's a stranger.
Rumor has it that he's mutated.
Stranger still. Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts. You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. It's pathetic to see a so-called professional doing a thing like that.
Amateur!
Oh, brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion. There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. That player's seen stars now.
Funny for someone that wasn't really that bright. This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
There's no way he's going to score a touchdown laid out on the pitch like that.
These exotic Blood Bowl players are fairly new to the game, Jim.
Yes, Bob. They mesmerize me every time they enter the pitch.
Ah, yeah, Jim. These Lustrian Amazons sure have added some flavor to the game.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh, wow! Ow!
Or the jugular?
Whatever it was clinical. Seems like they tried to pick something up, but it wasn't the ball.
Maybe they found a gold coin. Did you hear about the Venus man-eaters, Bob?
Oh, yes, Jim. I think everyone knows about man-eaters.
Oh, I'm scared, Bob.
So is everyone with proverbial coconuts.
Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
You have to be counted to 10 to be officially knocked out.
In his case, I think they could count to 5,000. Extermination!
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
Man, nor did the player, or he would have ducked.
Years of training have gone into that stamping action.
As they say, practice makes perfect.
Oh, has this player got two left hands, or what?
Some wood elves have recently put in an official request that the long pass be declared an art form.
Well, it's an art form they definitely mastered.
A player that bad should not be allowed on the pitch.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob. What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow! Missed! The ball bounced everywhere!
I was told that you can find round balls. Much less fun.
Seems like they tried to pick something up, but it wasn't the ball.
Maybe they found a gold coin.
Some wood elves have recently put in an official request that the long pass be declared an art form.
Well, it's an art form they definitely master. Her studs may have seen plenty of service, but they're still in good working order.
As the remains of her opponents testify.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap.
Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
That reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him. What regulation clobbering!
Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball. And that puts both teams on level chicken.
Do you remember Eldril Sideway?
Oh, of course. He's the only elf freelance who offers his service to every elven race. Oh, he's a stranger.
Rumor has it that he's mutated.
Stranger still. And we're off!
Nice catch! worthy of a Black Hawk.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation. The other day, someone told me that the equivalent of 60 Blood Bowl pitchers are cut down in the Elven Forest every minute.
Totally crazy. The environmental impact of the sport is obviously an issue these days. That most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodweiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans have their own fans themselves. Down and eat the dust. It's good for you.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! Corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Badly done. It was a good effort, though.
Brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion. Did you know, Jim, that the Tlax Warriors were the first people to win the Zlatan Cup back in 2491?
You mean no one else had won the cup before, Bob?
No, Jim. It was the first time a non-lizard team participated in the Lustrian Cup, and the Amazons took it by storm and grabbed the trophy from Sotek's word.
Clean take up there, nothing to say.
And I don't have any remark to add, my friend.
Stun.
What a sissy! That one can't hold the ground.
Did you hear about the Venus man-eaters, Bob?
Oh, yes, Jim. I think everyone knows about man-eaters.
Oh, I'm scared, Bob.
So is everyone with proverbial coconuts. Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
Somehow he managed to slip the tackle.
What a shame.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly, it's really ugly.
He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean?
Is it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young men, Bob?
Not at all, Jim. I've heard a large portion of their fan base consists of disgruntled homemakers and countless scores of former Bloodweiser babes.
Aha! That would explain why the Amazon fans had their own fans themselves.
footballatry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on cable vision.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
It's not looking good for the defense. You could see the touchdown coming from a mile.
You saw the defense wasn't conscious of the threat.
I don't think the defense was conscious at all. The players up position and we're off.
Did you know, Jim, that the Tlax Warriors were the first people to win the Zlatan Cup back in 24-91?
You mean no one else had won the cup before, Bob?
No, Jim. It was the first time a non-lizard team participated in the Lustrian Cup, and the Amazons took it by storm and grabbed the trophy from Sotek's word.
What? Right on the spot.
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on. Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
The Amazons!
Yes, Jim. Scantily dressed women that hit first and ask questions later.
Yes, Bob. I just wish there were more women like that.
Don't we all, Jim? Don't we all?
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face.
she's singing him a lullaby. Now, there's an acrobatic routine worthy of a gold medal.
Yes, it's nice to see an uppercut followed by a double backflip.
In the early days, the war dancers were considered more like cheerleaders than real players.
The match between the Athlone Avengers and Auckland Raiders changed all that. The Orcs, who were tired of the rituals, rushed at the Elbin war dancers, who without batting an eyelid kept on dancing, but still managed to send 7 Raider players to hospital.
And since then, every team wants one.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts. Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded but perfectly legal. Crunch!
And a good blow to the head as well.
We come down to the basics. All you have to do to win is get more touchdowns than the opposition.
No matter how close the score.
Win, lose, or draw. Doesn't really matter when you see a match like that.
That's reflected in the excellent mark it received.
Some teams put too much emphasis on their physical presence, but Blood Bowl is more than a fight.
There's a ball out there, dummies.
They can't have any qualms about that defeat.
What do you expect from a team that can't keep the ball?
Collective suicide?
Not a very adventurous lot. They spent most of the match in their own half.
Blood Bowl just ain't what it used to be. Nobody doped to the eyeballs.
It's just not entertainment.
A bit strange, I might say. The ref didn't show one single card during the whole match.
I think somebody sawed his arms off.